What's going on, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. Busy B. First episode of Feedback Friday. I got my guy Drums and Roses down in Atlanta, and we gonna review the first submission that we got. First person we got, his name is HurriKayne and Elete Trax. Fresh out of Great Northern Beings is what I think is what they call it together. Fresh out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to the home team. That's where I'm from. That's where Drums and Roses is from as well. But he been down in Atlanta for a good over a decade now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got like dual citizenship type shit. um, if
Right.
y'all interested in following HurriKayne and Elete Trax on TikTok, it's HurriKayne TV Music / Elete Trax. That's HurriKayne space TV Music / Elete space Trax. Elete is spelled ELETE. And we're gonna put it in the video because that's a whole lot for me to keep spelling that shit out for TikTok, IG, and YouTube. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. This track is called Flashbang.
In the present time, there were two men, two beings that were born within the city limits, born from a different time frame, unlike this day.
HurriKayne!
Ordinary at first, but when united, they became what was known as
Elete Trax!
GNB, Great Northern Beings. Codename Flashbang.
Nobody wanna fuck with me. I spit a whole dictionary with hyperboles. I came back, boomerang, and no curb in me. I'm a lung MC when it's time to breathe your life.
You ain't touching the gin, we the syndicate. Niggas really wanting that drama, we want to kill it there. Riding on horses, burning down your villages. We gon' rob at your women and ants at the village in.
Hold on. All right. First of all, I just want to say the intro was dope. It was a nice little build up. You got anything?
Yes. I do like the intro. It was a lot of character to the intro. It's different from a lot of stuff that I typically hear down here or just engineering in general. So I'm curious to see where this is going to continue to go. But so far, like I said, the intro, I like the what's the word I'm looking for? I like the theme around. It's like it gave me like something like a good introduction to a villain, if that makes sense.
Right. I agree with that. And y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. I got 3 kids, man. They upstairs crying, going crazy. So if y'all hear them in the background, I promise they all right. Shit. As far as the rapping, first thing that caught my ear, bro, like the tonality, it remind me of like a Busta Rhymes, but the flow remind me of like a Tech Nine.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right. All right, let's get into it.
Coming from the gravel pit, nigga ripping like a brand name counterfeit. Stand up from the dead, I'm Lazarus. I'm crashing this like a thief, I'm snatching this up in a
Precise shot to your head, it's a harvest moon, nigga, and I see red. Better call a doctor, cause I'm off my meds. I might just scalp a nigga for they dreads in us.
fly like a bullet to keep straight. I'm the reason for the sudden weather change of pace. I go to war like a nigga hold a AK-47 when he lift it to the sky, cause they ain't ready to see a muzzle.
If you ain't got it by now, we getting ignorant. Running with the bars like by the street belligerent. Telling all you weak niggas you ain't hard. I'm fucking around and get you sleeping like an NF guard in a hurricane.
Hey, I like the bars though. That Lazarus bar was tough. As far like for me from a mixing standpoint, I think most of it sound pretty good. The only thing that I would say that I'm not a fan of, and I know Drums and Roses is gonna be the opposite. I notice a lot of high end in the vocals. So like on the S's and the F's, I hear that sibilance coming through. So if that was me, I would just dip that down a little bit on the EQ frequency.
Facts, I feel you. Personally, like you said, to each his own. If that's what you're going for, then once don't let us tell you anything. But I actually, from his end, from the ear point of what I'm hearing on here, I do agree with you on there. Maybe the high end could be brought down just a tad. I'm gonna say about maybe slightly. just honestly, I can't even throw a number and everything out there, but just slight tad on the high end. And I feel like Could be wrong, but I feel like the compression, I hear the compression. And what I learned, what I taught, if you can hear the compression, then it's too, if you can like, oh yeah, that's compressed right there, then it's too much. So personally, I think maybe it was just a little, like right in, bring it down, and then I feel like it should be it's like squeezed too, a little bit too much. So just take like a off of it. That's me though. That's just what I hear.
Hey, now you electrified and compromise any nigga that's bona fide. If you wanna come and try, I'm gonna blacken your eyes. Cause I've been in the straight jacket one too many times and
Elete Trax, you heard of me, I'm a murderer. Put the gasoline on the record and I'ma burn it up. It be artillery, you don't wanna war with us. We don't want the low frequency, we about to turn it up. Hit you with a worldwide, lights, camera, bang. From the Midwest Cavalry, we don't play them games, can't fuck with these, you're like. Hit you with a worldwide, lights, camera, bang. Better recognize who we be, we kick it all down like a full robbery.
So I think the compression on the vocals, like you said, it is a little heavy, but it don't sound bad to me. I think
I agree with you. It don't sound bad at all. It was just a personal, like I said, something I personally just heard, but it doesn't sound bad.
And I like the way a lot of this shit is mixed. Like you can hear everything cutting through clear. Like they got that little sense, the coming through on the sides. You can say that like shit is panned out, so it's created space in the mix. I like that too.
Hit you with a worldwide, lights, camera, bang. Came from a different type of breed. We don't stop till the earth break down and bleed spirit. Hit you with a worldwide, lights, camera, bang. HurriKayne and Elete Trax, superheroes, saviors of the universe. Hit you with a cut up like an open gas, like an 80s murderer looking for a throat to slash. I riff and rap, plotting out my victim map, but you will never see me coming till you trip the trap. We kidnap your ass, have some goons run up on you with a Jason mask. You got a bag on your head and now you in the basement. We gon' bury your ass running into the pavement in a.
If the calculation quite correct, then you carry the square root to the word of mouth, divide the sound and add on gasoline. Then the answer is fuck around and find out. Boom.
Then I pull my 9 out and aim it at these motherfuckers who chase clout. Can't eat dope, man, it ain't no doubt. We psychos, you don't really wanna take that route.
All right, hold on, I wanna go back 1 second. Where we at? 239.
Travel pin, nigga ripping like a brand name count.
Hit you in a worldwide.
If the calculation quite correct, then you carry.
I wanted to see if the vote. To me, I thought the vocals was a little bit louder, but I don't think so. They good. They consistent throughout the whole thing.
Actually, about to go to artist page. I like it. It's just no. I'll wait till after we're done for my opinion base.
All right.
I'm just looking them up right now.
No doubt, we psychos, you don't really wanna take that route.
We eliminate the average competitors, having the world words like a raging redditor, crossing the whole earth, take a lie in the planet to reconstruct the brain like green balls and granite spirit.
We got the government trying to take us down, cause they mad that we found out how to move through sound. This is what happened when your match is a torch. Superheroes that master the universe like.
We taking over the nation, the operation is to create a new generation of administration. Open the door of the box, we kicking it in. HurriKayne and Elete Trax, the super twins we like.
Yo, Kane, the track was slapping, but I think they're trying to hit me with the men in black pants. Yo, who is these dudes in the suits and why y'all got glasses on, man? I believe in aliens. Wait.
Hey, all right. So the last thing I was gonna say about the instrumental, like I said, I think the vocals got a little bit of too much high end for the. I ain't even gonna say high end. I'm gonna just say on that certain frequency. I don't know what it is, but for the sibilance is a little sharp. But I think that same sharpness, that same frequency that you take out of the vocals can be applied to the hi-hats. I think the hi-hats sound a little bit dull. They don't cut through the mix that great. Mm-hmm. But overall, I like it, man. I mean, it's refreshing to hear something like this because it don't sound like everything else that's getting put out right now. This shit sound like some older school, straight lyricist shit. I fucks with it.
Okay, shoot me. Now, what I was gonna say, I want to know more. That's what I'm trying to find. I want to know. You say you're from Milwaukee. I guess I'm from Milwaukee native as well. We are. Right. I want to know how long you've been doing it. I want to know who produced it.
I think. I mean, I don't know. What I saw in the email, I thought that it was by him and Elete Trax. And I think he was saying that in the song too, that Elete Trax produced it. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying, with me and you.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to check. I want to, okay, Elete Trax makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I
And
want to reach out to him and everything. I want to, like I said,
it,
there's more stuff and everything. Overall, when it comes, like, overall, if this is what y'all were trying to, like, if everything you were trying to achieve is perfect to you, don't worry about what me or honestly what you say.
right.
But that's just, for me, I always put that disclaimer and everything out because, people are very timid about their
Artists are
craft.
sensitive. We sensitive. I'm sensitive about
Exactly.
my shit too.
So don't take anything that I say or you say and take it like, oh, they just, hey, they don't know what they're talking about, whatever. I've been doing this for a while and it's still so much more I don't know and I'm still learning.
Right.
You've been doing this for a while. You taught me everything that, like I'm saying, that we hear and everything is just, like what personally I hear or you hear that can make it pop a little more.
Right.
I think that this beat, I'm not the beat, but I think that the track, it's a good track. I think that it is straightforward, well, man, straightforward a lot of way, and I feel like some drops in the beat around certain parts will make it stand out and pop a little more. Some drops and some transitions just around, maybe a little reverse reverb on a part of your beat, maybe some drops and some delay, and just some ear candy to make it stand out just a little bit more than what, because it's already an aggressive track, and then I don't mean that in a bad way, aggressive in a good way, because this can be definitely a sync placement for a car chasing, some action scenes or something,
Right.
everything like that. So take I say take everything that versus me, you, anybody else, and everything they're saying, or just people who opinion that you really value, or you looking to hear something, you think they might have you something to offer and everything, and run with that and
Right.
apply it to the next. So I want to hear more though. I want to hear, um, is this the only lane you stay in? Can you, are you do you dip in other, avenues or whatever? That's why I'm looking you up and following you. I want to see more. I want to
Right.
hear more. I want to see, I'm curious.
And then for those who don't know what he's talking about, because I'm pretty sure HurriKayne, Elete Trax, they already know they dealing with music. They know what the drops and shit is. But for those who don't know what we're talking about, what that is, it might be a certain part where he says something like, I think he said something like, we're saying somebody at you with a Jason mask. If he
Mm-hmm.
was to drop the beat out or just drop the kick drums out, drop hi hat, something like that, just for that, you know what I'm saying, 2 bars or whatever, half a bar, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It switches the beat up and it changes the way that we as listeners hear the shit. It's like, ooh, that. A lot of the times when you see somebody and they be like, yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. It don't. Sometimes it don't even be the shit they say. It's just the way it's presented. The beat might drop
Mm-hmm.
out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's talking about right there. So
I can perfect example right now. One of the most catchiest songs and everything out right now. They got even the kids going crazy. It's just Kendrick Lamar saying one part, just screaming mustard. When the track
mm-hmm,
comes out, excuse me, I'm sorry. Mustard. It's just the way that he say it. It's just the way
mm-hmm.
that he's saying it and the way that he's, the beat drops. Mustard and boom, it just dropped. It's putting so much emphasis and everything around it and everything, and it's just certain things like that.
That same song, that A minor,
Yeah,
like you
that
know what I'm
part
saying?
right there,
Yeah,
that part specifically. So just imagine if the beat kept going over it, probably trying to store probably A minor, it just kept going. He would, it was still being good, but when you hear him drop A minor, it gives a chance for everybody to be active with it and everything also. And it's just like, it's just all you need is that one part of the song so where everybody can relate to.
yeah,
Or just
but
not even relate to it, just everybody knows or everybody knows familiar.
right, right. Yeah, but like he said, shit, take everything with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? We we not the end all be all for music. You know what I'm saying? I've been mixing music and making music for probably about 20 years. I'm showing my age like a motherfucker with that shit, but that's all right.
Ah, okay. I was curious about the language barrier. That's why I was holding back, but okay.
The like, what?
Yeah, I was just, trying
Hey
not to.
nigga, I get half my lingo from you. And look, you got me up here in the Midwest saying I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
But
No, no, definitely don't, man.
but no, overall, I mean, like I said, I think it's a good track. I think it's mixed pretty decent. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But but I definitely agree with what you said. Add some drops to the beat just to change it up a little bit, so that way it doesn't cause as much ear fatigue to the listener. It keeps them engaged.
Ear fatigue. There we go. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, keeps the listener engaged and, you know what I'm saying, wishing for what's next and shit. So, but yeah, hey, HurriKayne, Elete Trax, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm gonna put all the information for they social medias up here and shit, and then I'm gonna put Drums and Roses, his shit up here as well, you know. So hopefully he'll be able to do this with me every Friday. If not, you know what I'm saying, you know, he's a busy dude. He got a lot of studio sessions he be down there doing. And for anybody who needs mixing, you know what I'm saying, you can reach out to me, you can reach out to him, you know, we'll get y'all right. Anything else?
Hey man, listen, and I just want to say this, not even just to him, to everybody, whoever might tune in to this, to the 3 people who might watch it, to the 3,300 people that might watch it, whatever, 3,300, to the 30, to the 300. Keep going. Like you said, take everything with a grain of salt, or, you know, however you want it. But if you can't listen in this business, if you can't even have an open ear to listen, it'll hinder you a lot. It'll hinder you a lot. So I know it'd be hard to listen to what other people have to say about certain things, but and even then, listen to it. I say, look at them, their credentials, their criteria. Just look at what they do and how they move as well, you know. And then base your, you know, what you're trying to hear off of that. Like, I would listen to you and everything because of not just personally because I know you, but when it comes to music, I see how you're moving, what you do, and then you actually know what you're talking about. So, but that's it, man. Can't wait to do this again with you next week.
I agree 100%, y'all. Like you said, don't stop. We'll see y'all next week.
Coming from the gravel pit, nigga ripping like a brand name counterfeit. Stand up from the dead, I'm Lazarus. I'm pressing this like a thief, I'm snatching this up in a